Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Cam and today we're back with another Vinyasa practice. As you can see, I'm a little bit more bundled up today, and that is for two reasons. Reason number one, it is freezing cold in my apartment, and reason number two, we're going to take it a bit easy today, do some nice stretches. It's a bit more of a recovery practice for those of us who maybe pushed ourselves during the week and now we need a break, because recovery is very important and it's often overlooked by people, especially now with the gym culture of always grinding, always pushing. People forget that recovery is what actually makes us stronger, what makes our muscles build up after breaking them down in the gym. So let's get started. Today we're going to start in tabletop. We're going to do a quick wrist warm up, but we're not really going to be putting much weight on our hands. So let's come up on our toes, turn the hands so that the fingertips are pointing towards the knees. Maybe slide the hands a bit closer to the knees as well. And then just lean back. Allow the palms to lift up here. You can also bend one arm at a time. Do what feels good here. And lean back, shake out the wrists. And we'll start in puppy pose. So for here, I'm going to send the knees apart, about shoulder width apart, hips right over the knee. We're going to walk our hands forward. Starting to feel a stretch in the lats and your back muscles, as well as your shoulders. And here you can relax your head down to the floor. Maybe walk your hands a bit more forward. I would relax my head down, but then my microphone would not sound good, so I'll keep my head up. But you should relax your head down. It's important to keep the lips sealed throughout the practice. If you can, keep the breath steady. Slowly walk the hands back. Now we're going to do another shoulder stretch. I'm going to take our right arm, reach it up overhead, touch the ceiling, and then reach through the other side under your own left armpit, bringing your shoulder down to the mat. Here you can walk the left hand forward, allow the right shoulder to stretch. Still trying to keep the hips over the knees. Slowly come back to tabletop. Push up with the left hand. And then we'll come in on the other side. Left arm reaches up, touch the ceiling, and then reach through on the right side, bringing our left shoulder to the mat. And again, we can walk the right hand forward. It's a great stretch for tight shoulders here. Also caught a little bit of a cold, I think, so if I sound a bit off, then you know why. Back to center. You can walk the hand in first and push yourself up. Now we'll meet in downward dog. Push the hips up and away. Push the ground away Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right wrist. Bring the left or the right foot closer to the left wrist. And walk the left leg back for pigeon pose. Now here in pigeon pose, be very careful. Keep the right toes flexed, the front, whatever foot is in front, keep those toes flexed. If you want it to be less intense, if it's maybe pulling on your knee a bit, you can bend the right leg a bit more, bring the foot a bit closer, and vice versa. If you want to make it a better, or not better, if you want to make it a more intense stretch, rather, you can slide the right foot closer to your left hand. That was a mouthful. Let's fold forward and down here. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, folding all the way down. And when I say all the way down, maybe your all the way down is right here. Maybe it's right here. Or it could be down here. It's all up to you. It all depends on your body, on your own flexibility. Never want to force anything on the mat. That's how people get injured. Sure to keep those right toes flexed to protect your knee joint. If at any point you feel any sensation in the knees, immediately stop. Back off. It's not worth hurting your knees. Even if it doesn't hurt, if there is a sensation in your knees, it's best to back off. Slowly push back up. Push the ground away, lift the left knee, and lift the right leg up. We'll step it back for plank pose. And send the hips up for downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, bring the knee to your left wrist, left foot to your right wrist. Slowly set everything down. Take your time. Maybe you have to walk your right leg back a bit. And we'll inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward, fold, and down for pigeon pose. This is a great stretch, a great pose. Try to do it all the time before jiu-jitsu or kickboxing. It really opens up the hips, keeps them healthy, flexible. Again, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, relax, fold forward and down, chin to chest. Let it go. Slowly start to push yourself back up. Come up on the right toes, push the ground away, step back again for plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Lean for Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows under the rib cage. Pushing the ground away still through the forearms and through the fingertips. Head is looking up. We're looking straight, but it's not. Our chin is not up in the air. Our head is looking straight ahead. But we are still posturing up. Pull the head back as if there is a string connected to the back of your neck, back of your head. And you're just pulling it straight back. So our chin is not lifting up, but our head is moving back. You can also come into seal pose here if you'd like to do so. Straighten out through both arms at the same time. You can also stay in Sphinx pose. That is also great. Back to Sphinx pose. If you took seal, we'll lower all the way down. Going to do a wrestler's twist here. Our right arm comes out. It can be straight or it can be bent. If it is bent, it's a little bit more intense on your shoulder, so keep that in mind. Move slowly through this. This is a very quick stretch. The sensation will come on very quickly. It's also very tight, so careful not to hurt your shoulder here. Really take your time and move slowly through this. So our right hand is out to the side. It can be a cactus arm or it can be straight. And our left hand is posted on the ground. Our left foot is going to bend and step over the other side of the right leg. Stretching your shoulder and your chest on the right side. You can relax your head down to the mat here. Just breathe. For the leg that is stepped over, you are not letting the knee collapse down. You're still trying to lift that knee. Keep it engaged. I'm going to do this on the other side. So we'll come back to center. Now the left arm's coming out. Again, bent or straight. All your choice. The right arm will post. Step over. I've been bench pressing lately, so I'm really feeling this one. Again, can rest your head to the mat. Relax here. Back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift the knees. Inhale, press up to plank. And we'll set the knees down. Sit through for a seated straight leg forward fold. Keeping feet together. Before we fold forward and down, I like to make this little adjustment first. I think it makes the stretch much more effective. Put your hands down on the ground and take a quick scoot backwards. Scoot your hips just a bit backwards. Then we can inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward and down. Every inhale, lengthening out through the spine. Every exhale, bringing your chin to your chest and folding as far as you can comfortably. If you can't grab the feet, it's no big deal. I don't have any trophies for being able to grab my feet in forward fold. You can also grab your knees. You can also just have your hands on the floor. Walls have the same effect, same end result. Slowly release. Back up to sitting straight up. We're going to come into reverse plank here. So without moving too much, we're going to put our hands behind us, fingertips pointed towards your feet. We're going to lift the hips up here. Keep the legs straight, maybe trying to get the bottoms of the feet to the floor. Pushing the hips up. And move the hands a bit further back if our shoulders aren't in line with our wrists. We'll make it a lot easier. And set everything down. We're going to meet in a seated straddle forward fold. You don't have to turn on your mat, but I will so that you can see me better. Exhale, fold forward and down. You can walk the hands forward. Bring your chin to your chest. Relax here. This is also a pose where people may get discouraged because they see someone who's been doing yoga for years and their straddle forward fold may look very different from someone who just is starting yoga. But everybody's body is different. You see people that can bring their entire body on the ground in this pose. And for some of us, well, for most of us, this simply will never be a reality for us, like myself included. I will never be someone who has my entire body on the ground in a forward fold. My hips just aren't built that way. I'm just not built that way. And that's okay. Because there's no special prizes, no recognition for those that can. It's just about you. It's all that matters in yoga. Start to walk the hands over to the right side. Right forearm sit inside of the right shin. Left arm reaches towards the left toes. And then big clockwise circle overhead, reaching towards the right toes. Also opening our chest here, trying to open our hearts to the ceiling, to the sky. Feel a nice stretch on the left side body here. Again, your reaching might be only here. You might not even be able to reach past here. I was at this point once, and I'm sure many of you are right now. It's quite alright. You're not alone, nor is it not normal. Turn your chest back to the ground. Slowly bring the hands back down and walk them over to the left side, staying nice and low here, low and slow. Walking over to the left side. Left forearm comes inside the left shin. Reaching the right arm towards the right shin for a big clockwise circle, counterclockwise circle overhead. Keep reaching with the right fingertips, reaching towards that left foot. You may never touch it, but we're still going to reach. We won't know unless we try, right? Relax everything down. Walk the hands back to the middle. One more inhale, lengthening out through the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, fold forward and down in the center. Slowly push yourself back up. Use the hands here. Really take your time, be gentle. Bend your knees manually with your hands. Back to center. Shake out the legs a bit. Here we're going to come into reclined butterfly. So we're bringing our feet together as if we're doing regular butterfly seated pose like this, but we're going to lay back. Just relaxing here, not forcing anything. Just letting the weight of our legs stretch our hips. Be very gentle. Make sure everything is lined up, but don't force anything. Hands at your sides, palms facing up. Use the hands to close the knees, bring them back together. Inhale, tuck them in, bring everything in, hug the knees together. Give yourself a big hug. Inhale and exhale, let it all go. For Shavasana, legs lay flat, arms lay flat, palms facing up. Let the feet fall wherever is comfortable. Let the breath go. Let it flow naturally. You can start to close your eyes here, soften your gaze. Really relax. Your feet, your legs, melting into the floor. Torso, your arms, hands, your head, also melting into the floor. Completely relaxed. Only feeling the rise and fall of your chest with the breath. Notice the sensations in your body right now. Listen to your body. Very important. Not just in yoga, but in life. Very important to listen to your body and give it what it needs. Whether it's sleep or water or certain kinds of food. Valuable skill to know what your body is telling you. If you're wondering why I haven't ended the video yet, I think it's very important to reiterate that this is yoga right here. Many teachers will say this is the most important pose of every practice. This is when we soak in all the benefits of what we just accomplished on the mat. Enjoy it. If you're ready to come out of Shavasana, you can slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Of course, feel free to stay here for however long you like, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you need. You're ready to come up, slowly roll to one side. Sit up for a comfortable seat. Thank you all so much for watching. I was going to mention how happy I was that we hit 50 subscribers, but now we're almost at 60. So that makes me really happy. Thank you guys all so much for subscribing and watching these videos. New videos every week. I will be posting. I know this one was a bit late, but every week. Thank you for watching, and as always, peace, love, gratitude. Namaste.